distinguished guests, I am pleased to be here today, and I want to extend, on behalf of the United States, congratulations to the government of Kosovo, and in particular to the Ministry of Economy, for launching Kosovo's first solar auction. It's a pleasure for us to partner with people of Kosovo to accelerate Kosovo's clean energy future. Now, we see that adopting renewable energy is an urgent step. It's necessary to address climate change, which is the defining issue of our time. But additionally, this solar auction is an important step forward for Kosovo in its full European integration, helping Kosovo move one step closer to meet the EU's renewable energy requirements and standards. With this auction, Kosovo is also one step closer to building a climate-resistant infrastructure and operations and a climate and sustainability-focused workforce. As we've all experienced recently, the energy crisis made clear the importance of a stable and secure energy supply. This challenge of balancing energy security and the affordability of energy, committed together with our challenge of ensuring Kosovo's long-term commitment to decarbonization, isn't easy. And that's why we're delighted to bring the private sector into this as well, and to see the private sector participating in this as well. Getting the private sector involved in Kosovo's renewable energy future is essential. It's a necessary condition to achieving the decarbonization goals. This is a strategy, this is an issue set that can only be addressed. It's a strategy that can only be achieved by the private sector, citizens, the government, all working together, each playing an important part in Kosovo's clean energy future. So we commend the commitment to Kosovo's leaders to a transparent and inclusive, and dare I say, effective and efficient process, and to their commitment to collaborating with the private sector. Together, the government and the private sector have already begun an energy transition with ambitious and achievable renewable energy source goals, decarbonization targets, including, and we're very pleased to have seen it, Kosovo's 35% target for renewable energy generation by 2031. Fortunately, Kosovo has a lot of untapped renewable energy potential in the form of high solar radiation levels and notable wind power capacity. We believe Kosovo is also very well positioned regionally, benefiting from extensive transmission connections with its neighbors for broader market integration. But this transition is going to require significant private sector investment. So I want to acknowledge and give special thanks to all of you here who represent the business community and have taken time out of your schedule to attend this pre-bidders conference. Your participation, your engagement, the engagement by the private sector is just essential for us to be able to mobilize capital, increase competition, create jobs, lower the cost of energy. And that's one of the reasons why this first solar auction by Kosovo is such a watershed moment, such an inflection point. It demonstrates, it changes that dynamic, and it demonstrates Kosovo's determination to deploy homegrown renewable energy and advance towards meeting the EU standardized targets. Before I close, I just want to acknowledge one more thing. I heard both from the Prime Minister and from the Minister of Energy particular thanks to the government of the United States for our role in supporting the people of Kosovo and the government of Kosovo in its efforts. I want to be very clear, this is their work, not ours, but we are proud to support it and do so with all of the energy and capacity we can bring to the challenge. One of the pleasures of being the American ambassador to Kosovo is you get to take credit for the hard work that all your team members do when you probably had almost nothing to do with it. So I'm just going to ask the members of the embassy team who have been involved to stand up for a second. If you're from USAID, MCC, Political Economic Areas, all of you please stand just for a moment. They don't want to do this. You notice how reluctant they're being. Give them a round of applause. Sit down. I'm sorry to embarrass you, but I hope you took note of them, the rest of you. They're also really smart on these issues, and so on the margins in the conference, as the day goes on, if you actually want to talk to an expert, you just saw them standing. We offer our advice for free. So please take advantage of this incredible resource of the U.S. government's human capital on this issue as well. And team, I'm very proud of what you've achieved. Thank you very much.
I'm honored to address you today as we move forward with our first ever solar auction, a milestone for Kosovo. We understand the crucial role that renewable energy plays in combating climate change and reducing our dependence on fossil fuels, and we also understand the importance of private sector investment to build these renewable energy capacities. Our first renewable energy auction serves as a critical step in achieving the goals set out in our National Energy Strategy, which aims to establish energy independence and transition to green and sustainable sources. I'm extremely pleased that Minister Rajoni and her team have been able to develop this initiative and to create an open and transparent bidding process in line with international standards. The process we are utilizing will foster competition and ensure fairness and transparency among prospective investors. This will have the added benefit of driving down costs and will pave the way for further renewable energy projects in Kosovo. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Ambassador Rajoni and the U.S. government, as well as the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, for their unwavering support in helping Kosovo identify and promote the vast potential of the renewable energy resources. Despite challenges, we have made remarkable progress in energy sector. Notable projects and agreements that will drive this change are an over €200 million agreement with the Millennium Challenge Corporation for battery storage systems, an agreement between our energy corporation and General Electric to modernize power plant Kosovo B, and a €160 million agreement with the International Monetary Fund to build renewable energy capacities. Today I am proud to say that Kosovo is taking bold steps towards building a sustainable and environmentally friendly economy by harnessing the power of renewable energy. As a result, we are on the right track to an accelerated and much needed energy transition. The solar auction we are holding for the site in Kramovik has the potential to provide electricity for almost 20,000 households. This project represents tangible, real-life progress in our energy transition and support for renewable energy solutions. And it is just the beginning for Kosovo. As you know, our country offers excellent infrastructure and strategically advantageous location that make it an appealing destination for potential investors. Its proximity to European markets, a vibrant and skilled workforce, and a robust regulatory framework contribute to its attractiveness as a profitable investment destination. Our goal is to encourage private investments and create a favorable investment climate, which are crucial drivers for economic growth. In line with our ambitious national energy strategy, we have set targets to deploy over 1,300 megawatts of renewable energy capacity. This reflects our commitment to a meaningful climate change agenda, the well-being of our citizens, and our transition to a sustainable energy future. Furthermore, we are in the process of finalizing the Renewable Energy Law, which incorporates the best global practices in the renewable energy industry and provides legal and regulatory certainty for potential investors. It is our vision that we achieve environmental sustainability, but also that our energy sector becomes central to promoting economic expansion, increasing employment opportunities, and facilitating business growth within Kosovo. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you for being a part of this significant event. Kosovo will always be grateful for the unwavering support of the U.S. government in our pursuit of building a strong, prosperous, and democratic nation. Thank you.
Renewable energy investors and developers, IFIs, development partners, I would like to extend my warmest welcome to each of you. And thank you for joining us today for this pre-bidding investment conference centered around Kosovo's first solar auction. Your participation and support are invaluable as we strive to build a modern energy sector that both ensures energy security and is sustainable. Renewable energy capacities are key to energy independence, ensuring the economic development that our country needs and keeping prices affordable for our citizens and businesses. It's extremely important that in building these capacities, we incentivize private investment through a transparent and competitive process that ensures both quality and the lowest price for our consumers. With this first solar PV auction, we will have 100 additional megawatts in our domestic production, contributing to diversification of our energy mix, innovation and competition in the sector, and improvement of the quality of life for our citizens. This 100 megawatt solar plant will reduce carbon dioxide emissions by 15,000 to 20,000 metric tons per year. That is the equivalent of taking 30,000 to 40,000 cars out of the road. So it's significant. This solar plant is expected to supply around 20,000 families with clean power, generate new jobs, and bring advanced technology, knowledge, and practices to Kosovo. Over the course of this morning, you will hear from Kosovo's energy sector institutions, development partners, and IFIs on the context and the work that is being carried out in support of this milestone auction. You'll have a chance to see a demonstration of how the e-auction will operate about 3 months from now, hear about various financing opportunities for investors, and the work that we are doing to ensure that our ambitious RES targets and our strategy will be met, including a mapping of RES potential across the country, development of storage capacities, and a skilled and inclusive workforce to support the development of the sector. I would like to thank all the presenters and panelists for taking the time to be here today with us, and hope you will have a productive discussion. We, actually, because I will also be joining for a panel. And finally, I would like to particularly thank the US government and USAID. Throughout this bit more than 2 years in government, we have faced various challenges, particularly due to the crisis, but also are trying, and I think are succeeding, in paving the way, laying the foundation for a new modern energy sector. And USAID has been a key and trusted partner for us in all of our endeavors, from crisis management to development of the strategy, development of legislation, and just about anything else that I can think of that we did. Therefore, it's only natural that in this first step of implementing our strategy, with the first auction, we are doing this together. And I want to thank, again, all of you, and look forward to our future fruitful cooperation. Have a successful conference.